we just got done watching Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's the midnight showing, or well, it's actually midnight. But guys, we're gonna give you a spoiler review, and guess what? This guy hates superhero movies, so be ready to destroy him in the comments, please, and thank you. And then we have Hannah over here. It's her first time on the podcast, and clearly she's a Spider-Man fan. And we got Asa back at the house. He went on an adventure of his own tonight to go see the movie. So let's get into it. Asa, what was your initial reaction?
All right, initial reaction. I really enjoyed the movie. If I was to rank Tom's movies, I would rank this one above Far From Home, but I do think that Homecoming and No Way Home is better. But I still think this was a really good entry in the Spider-Man franchise. Great action pieces, great theme, good writing.
Fascinating. Okay. All right. Hannah, what do you think? 30 seconds.
I think it was definitely a great movie. I think his acting for Spider-Man was more like Andrew Garfield's in a good, better way, I guess. And then I don't agree that Homecoming was better, though. I think it was definitely above Homecoming, but No Way Home was better. Slightly better.
Copy that. And then after Peyton and I go, we're going to dive into it and really just get into the nitty-gritty and debate. So, Peyton, what were your thoughts?
First of all, I mean, I don't hate superheroes. It's just not my favorite thing. But I thought for a superhero movie, it was very emotional, which I enjoyed. I thought there was a great story, and it was a good watch, even though I've never seen a Spider-Man movie before.
You've never seen a Spider-Man movie?
Never.
I don't think we actually knew that.
I don't think we did either.
Have we talked about this before?
I don't know. I mean...
Are you hearing this, Asa?
Oh, yes.
I already told you I'm uncultured, so.
Yeah, okay. You would think the one public schooler that works for us would be better, but anywho. My takes, private school, it's even worse. Yeah. We're just razzing everybody. Comment your favorite type of schooling in the comments, I guess, I don't know.
Not homeschool.
30 seconds on the clock for me. Guys, I think it was the best performance of Tom Holland in the Spider-Man movies. I think the color grading was phenomenal, the best cinematography, and then Amazing Spider-Man 2 right underneath that for best cinematography. It felt raw, it felt real, and very emotional, and I really liked all of that. Yeah, okay, so I guess let's just go back to Asa. Asa, you said it's your third favorite Tom Holland movie?
Yes, yeah. And that's with the caveat that, like, this movie is still really good, because I think every single I don't think any of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies have missed. I have thoroughly enjoyed every single one. And so, but if I was to really have to rank them, I would say it was the third best one, just because I personally like Homecoming and No Way Home a little bit better. But this one was really good, and it felt really fresh, and it kind of harkens back to a better time in Marvel, when there's a lot of cameos in this movie, but they didn't feel like pointless cameos. Each of them served a specific purpose in the writing. With the exception of Yelena, I think you could have taken her out of the movie and it would have been just as good. But they really wanted to have her in there. But yeah, that's what I would say.
I think she definitely added more comedy to it. Her character's really fun, but also just the world building of connecting everything for Doomsday and Secret Wars. I think it really helps solidify everything. So as a standalone movie, you probably don't need her, but definitely in a whole, you definitely need her, because she's kind of one of the few through lines through, what do they call it, the multiverse saga now? Because she's in Black Widow, which I believe is the second movie to come out after Endgame. Is that right?
First or second, I think. It was one of the first ones.
Second, because Far From Home was the first one.
Okay.
Fascinating. I feel like it was the first real Spider-Man movie from Tom Holland. Like the other ones, he was Spider-Man, but he seemed like a kid. He was doing all the fun stuff, where this is like, okay, he's by himself and he's got to be actual Spider-Man. I thought that was really refreshing.
Also, if you watch the other ones, his movies are being carried kind of by other characters that have been in Marvel for so long. So this was definitely his first, you're watching it because it's Spider-Man, not because, Iron Man's in it too, or, theory that all the other Spider-Men are going to be in it. It's just Spider-Man and what's going to happen.
And I think, I mean, people are going to show up for Spider-Man either way.
Yeah.
But obviously, they leaned on Iron Man a lot in the first one. Nick Fury was the guy for the second one. I don't think he really pulled a lot of seats. Like, you're just kind of like, okay, it's Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange was a cool one. But yeah, having him a standalone movie where, like, he's partnered with Frank Castle and there's the chemistry, like, they're not best friends throughout the movie, and by the end they are best friends. Spoilers, remember, spoilers, guys. The Hulk, Bruce Banner's character throughout it was great. Like, he's not carrying Spider-Man, like, he's... it feels like it's a part of the plot.
Can I just say that I am overjoyed to see Savage Hulk back? I was never a fan of Smart Hulk from the beginning. I did not like Smart Hulk, and I am so happy that Savage Hulk is back.
So, yeah, I couldn't agree more. Peyton, how much do you know about the Hulk? What Marvel movies have you seen, or MCU movies?
I mean, I know the characters just from being alive, but I think I've only really seen Endgame and this movie.
You've only seen Endgame in this movie?
Yes.
Fascinating. Okay, so as someone who's...
Both in theater. So I've never seen a Marvel movie in my home.
Wow. Okay, so Spider-Man... I'm just baffled. I don't even know what to say. So, like, you've never seen... This is your first Spider-Man movie.
It is.
So, do you feel like you weren't missing out on the plot, or what? Give me your take.
Yeah, I mean, I just had a whole different, outlook on this movie. It was just, for me, it was just one of, who are these new characters and how are they interacting? And obviously, you go into it knowing that, you hear Jean Grey come up and everyone's like, oh, but I have no clue who that is. So, like, there's those moments where I'm missing out, but. I mean, overall, I don't think anyone can watch that movie if you know Spider-Man or not and not like it. It was a good story, just in and of itself.
Did you connect with Spider-Man more because he's alone and you were alone because you couldn't connect with any of the people in the theater?
Yeah, I think this was the one Spider-Man movie I should have watched, and if I watched any of the others, I think I would have felt left out.
I think if you were to go back and watch any of the other three, the drop-off in quality visually would just...
Deter me.
You would be deterred. What do you think about that, Asa?
I think the cinematography was, that was one of my first things I said to my sister when we got out. I was like, they really cooked with those shots. Like the color you were talking about, but also just like the way they framed up shots. The ending shot of MJ on the rooftop, that was like a painting. I thoroughly enjoyed the cinematography, yeah.
It was gorgeous. Hannah, what did you think about, because I mean, you've never seen any of the Punisher shows. Do you feel like you connected, like you understood what was happening with the Punisher?
Yeah, I thought he was really funny.
Perfect. I was curious, like, how are they going to tee the Punisher up? I mean, you're not going to go watch, 2 seasons of his show, the one-off, and watch season 1 to understand season 2 of Daredevil that he appears in.
Nope.
And then have to watch all of Daredevil Born Again season 1. Like, the homework list was massive. They executed it flawlessly.
Yeah, I think they did a great job about that. I thought he was one of the fun. He was fun. Even though that's like not his character at all, I still think he was really fun.
I couldn't agree more. And real quick, ADD break. Are we still recording? Because I realize I don't know how long the hard drive has on that. Okay, perfect. If the red dot goes away, let us know. And this is a good time for you to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
Yes. What is your favorite Spider-Man movie? Okay. Yeah, we haven't got kicked out of the AMC parking lot yet, so that's great. Asa, I mean, yeah, what questions do you have for me? Ask me a question.
Well, dude, like, have you seen any of the X-Men movies? Like, okay, so the Jean Grey reveal, did you think it was gonna be Jean Grey? Yeah.
Tee it up. I'm assuming they do. It really comes down to Doomsday, because like with the Kang Dynasty, it makes sense where it's like you had a Fantastic Four universe, an X-Men universe, and the regular MCU universe where all the characters are separated from King the Conqueror's timeline manipulation stuff, and he would have used like the spell of the Khan of Kafkal. What was it, Hannah?
Something like that.
Some gibberish with Doctor Strange where everyone mind wipes. So I'm curious how they address that, because if they did that and you have all the mutants are living in the MCU but no one remembers it, that would make a ton of sense. It'd be very fascinating.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if we have all the X-Men, or if it's the Thanos snap and all the gamma radiation that was being emitted started mutating people. Because they don't explain why Peter Parker is going through the mutation. Or if it's just, just genetically, like he's just spider puberty.
Exactly. I'm very curious to see if she's gonna show up in Doomsday and where that character's gonna go. I am invested, I will say.
Spoiler alerts, I do know what movie she shows up in next, so Asa, cover your ears if you don't want to know.
No, I don't.
Okay, she is confirmed for Secret Wars, not for Doomsday.
Okay. So same as Tom. Tom is not confirmed for Doomsday yet.
Yes. That in credit scene, I don't think it confirms Doomsday. They would have said Doomsday.
I know. They say he returns, but they didn't say when, so it's heavily implied that probably not Doomsday, which is interesting.
It'll probably be Secret Wars, and my guess of how they tee it up, I like to speculate, and I'm typically right, so go away if you don't want to know. I think what happens is the Doomsday takes place in our universe for like 10 minutes. I think they show up and get the new Avengers and a couple of those guys like that are already there, and they dip. And then Spider-Man and Hulk and Jean Grey come in with the incursion. And maybe they show up at the end of the movie and fight for it's like a big reveal, like all hope is lost, and you get like some final characters. Or maybe everybody dies in Doomsday and they don't, and they assemble a team. Something along those lines. It's my guess. Could be off. I called Force Awakens.
Jet Li.
As you all know, Jet Li outranks us because he's got a movie called Unleashed. Be sure to subscribe so we can beat Jet Li.
It's about to skydive on us right now, guys.
Jet Li sends his evil scientists, his evil ninjas and helicopters to sabotage all of our shoots. So yeah, that's what's up. Okay, any other thoughts? We were trying to keep this short, quick podcast reaction.
I thought he was gonna die.
I knew he wasn't gonna die. I was really concerned.
I was well, I didn't think it, but I was like, I got so stiff in my chair. I was so scared.
Yes, I agree. I legitimately thought that they were gonna kill him, because I was like, that would make so much sense, because he's not confirmed for Doomsday, but he is confirmed for Secret Wars. So I was like, they could kill him and then bring him back in Secret Wars in a different universe. I was like, that would be so bold if they kill him in his own movie. And then I saw Frank Castle carrying him into the hospital, and I was like, oh, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Once we got to the hospital, I'm like, okay, we're good. But yeah, that was my same thought process was, dang, that's crazy. Crazy writing strategy here.
What did you think?
Thought it was great. I mean, the cinematography was absolutely amazing. Great watch overall, even though I had no clue what was going on.
Out of a movie in general, what would you rank it 1 out of 10?
7.
7, just in the movies in general. I feel like 7 for the fourth movie in a series is pretty good for having no idea what's going on.
It's a little bit generous, I'd say, but yeah, I thought it was a good movie.
The craft was amazing. Great things that come from this movie. Destin Daniel Cretton did a great job directing. You have Jackie Chan and his stunt team doing all the coordination for all the martial arts fights with the ninjas, and then you have, I forget the dude who did the color grade, but they brought him in, and I think that was the best choice they've made, because he's doing Doomsday and Secret Wars color, or at least Doomsday's, and it just doesn't have that gray look like the rest of the MCU has. Like, it just feels so real and tangible. Bold cinematography choices. I loved all the whenever he'd get the migraine, it was like flashing back and forth. That was phenomenal.
Like, feel it.
Sound design, perfect.
Yeah, there was some good music. Tame Impala. for ball knowers. Tame Impala had a good song in there.
Okay, I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
I don't.
It was vibey. I know I liked all the music. It was a vibe.
I know Michael Giacchino, because I don't really know how to pronounce his last name. He composed it, and he did a great job, I think.
Yeah.
It went very well with all the cinematography, and like y'all are talking about the cinematography, but like the composing and sound design was just like there were like some chords that I like was just like, oh yeah, I hear it.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what the chords are, but I hear
No,
them.
you don't have to. Hannah's our local music nerd, so that's awesome. She focuses, she cooks with it. It's amazing. Asa, you had something you were gonna say?
Well, so here's a question for everybody. What did you guys think of like the climax, like her going into Peter's head and having that final like moment? Because for me, I really liked that choice. To not have a huge bombastic fight to cap everything off, but to make things a little more personal and character driven.
I liked it, especially because, I mean, we got the big ninja fight right there at the end, and he saves her through that. I think it's good. There's just a lot of tension all around you. Like, Frank Castle's going to shoot. Is it going to kill her? Peter steps in the way. I mean, just overall, it was, yeah, I enjoyed it. And also, I like how they stick to the trend of Tom Holland's Peter Parker ends up causing the bad guy. And said, well, she was out doing bad guy stuff, but he gets her arrested and finds out he did the wrong thing, has to go fix it, which he typically does in every movie.
Yeah, that's
He didn't do that with. He didn't do that with Far From Home.
Yeah, he gave Quentin Beck the glasses and had to go fix it.
He was already doing all the stuff. That was his whole plan, was to manipulate him to get the glasses.
Still though, it's on par. What did you think about the ending?
I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I don't really have a critique, I guess.
Perfect.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I think it goes back to the kind of it being more emotional. Like, there's a moment where, you know, it's not just like all these superheroes fighting that I don't know. It was more of any person can connect to that moment. And I thought it was great and well written.
The last thing, go for it.
We just got a thought here.
It has nothing to do with the end, but when Banner comes out of Smart Hulk and back into Banner, Peter's like, oh, take this, it's a universal one. Banner goes, like, he knows, you see he knows, but we don't say anything. You're not told anything else except for the fact that his face is like, he's not an idiot. He knows he knows who you are.
He knows who you are.
Without your name, with the wrong name, but he knows who you are.
The last thing I'll say before we wrap it up is him talking to MJ and Ned, all of that stuff was heart-wrenching. Like, that was like great emotional.
Yeah.
You spend 3 movies building up a relationship, ripping it all away, and then putting him alone. Like, it was just peak.
And the way Jean Grey she got into MJ, I think, that was heart-wrenching too. The whole
that was a really strong scene.
Yeah. And then her acting, Zendaya's acting in that was so much like
Sadie Sink?
Sadie Sink, yeah, I don't know why I forgot her name there for a second. But it's like when you know her acting changes so much, or not so much, but like enough you already know it's Sadie Sink, but it's, I don't know, Zendaya's acting there was like,
I agree. The second it's revealed, I was like, those are Sadie Sink's mannerisms that she's doing. Like, it was very clear. I really liked that.
Yeah.
All right, so final wrap up. We're gonna go around and say our top 3 Spider-Man movies. Doesn't have to be Homecoming or Tom Holland. It can be all Spider-Man movies. And then Peyton, you can tell us which one's better, Endgame or Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Okay.
And that'll be a good clip. Perfect. Okay, Asa, go first.
Okay, well, this one's tough, and I want to put Brand New Day in the top 3 just because it's fresh and I really had a good time with it. But I really do think with a true ranking, I would put Into the Spider-Verse as number 1. I would put Homecoming as number 2, and No Way Home is number 3. I think that's what I would rank.
Fascinating. Okay, Hannah, what is your top 3 Spider-Man movies?
I'm gonna say Into the Spider-Verse, No Way Home, and then Brand New Day, probably.
Perfect. Okay, my top 3 Spider-Man movies, in no specific order, are Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and then Into the Spider-Verse. I'm putting Into the Spider-Verse at the bottom
Okay.
of my 3, but Spider-Man 2 and Brand New Day would just depend on the mood, I think. Yeah. And then, Peyton, which is better, Avengers Endgame or Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Without a doubt, just watching it as a non-Marvel person, easily Brand New Day is a better movie to watch.
Amazing. Okay. That's it. Scores, I give it a 9 out of 10. Always give them room to improve.
I'd agree with that.
Hannah says 9 out of 10. What would you say?
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
Oh. Asa, what's your 1 out of 10 ranking?
I'd give it a 10. It's a solid 10 for me.
Well, it's a 10.
It's a 10, but it's not anywhere near his favorite Spider-Man movie at all.
No, that would just not make sense. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll have more movie podcasts coming out soon. If you want to hear why Maze Runner is a perfect movie from Asa, be sure to click over here. And if you want to see why
Interstellar's better.
Interstellar versus Project Hail Mary, see and find out which one is better, click over here. And we will see you guys next time.